Today, we're grilling tri-tip on my big green egg. But first things first, let's head out, let's get the grill started. We went ahead and stirred the charcoal, got that ash out. Now it is time to refresh with some of that beautiful FOGO charcoal, giving us a nice fuel today to cook some amazing tri-tip. Well, as you can see, I've got the EGGniter working for me. I'm gonna go ahead and start that fire right in the middle. Get a good little ember pile built, right? Just get a good little base of fire going. And then I'm gonna go from flame to fan and really get this thing kicking into high speed as we drive it towards today's cooking temperature of 450 degrees. The beauty of tri-tip is it has just an amazing flavor. Today, we're not gonna mask any of that flavor. We're gonna keep it very simple. We're gonna use our rub-it-up seasoning as the rub today, a little bit of oil as the binder. This is already trimmed up. That's how we bought it. That's gonna be just ready to go on the grill, and you're gonna find this very common, right? This is gonna be the common way you're gonna be able to buy it at your club stores or your grocery stores. Okay, let's get in here nice and close. You can see the grains, right? Or those muscle fibers all running this way. So that's gonna be important to remember that we're actually gonna slice against the grain, right? That's gonna make sure this is nice and tender. But as you look right about here, you'll all of a sudden see those grains start going this way. So we know on the long end, we're gonna be able to slice this way to get right against the grain up to about here. And then we're gonna turn it, and the way those muscle fibers work is we're gonna slice it the other way. But super important just to pay attention to this. It's easier to see when this is not seasoned, but that's how we wanna remember this. It's gonna come in handy when it comes time to slice. While the grill is heating up, it is definitely time to get this seasoned. A light coating of oil is gonna act as our binder for this tri-tip. We'll get this all seasoned up, top, sides, back, all that good stuff. And then we'll go ahead and sprinkle that rub-it-up on here. Like we always say, do this as light or as heavy as you want. I'm gonna sprinkle it on here or put it on there, and then I'll actually pack this on just a little bit with my hand, kind of help it stick a little bit. And we're gonna do this on all sides. So we'll get the top side, front, back, everywhere, even this top side here. But we'll go ahead and get this fully seasoned. And then what we'll do is let it sit while that big green egg gets up to temp, and then we are ready to grill. As we get towards that 450 degrees, I've got the bottom adjusted, and you can tell we're climbing right up towards 450, and I have the top adjusted. Now what I'm gonna do is hold it off. So I'm gonna catch it right at 450, and then adjust the top to hold it right where I want it, and then we're cooking. Go ahead and give it a burp. We'll get this all opened up carefully. Now, as you can see, the cool thing about how we did this is we've got a nice hot fire back here, but not a lot of fire up here. So guess what? Dual zone. So we're gonna go ahead and put this tri-tip right over the back on the fire, get some sear off there. We're gonna leave it open here for just a minute. We're gonna get sear on both sides before we pull it off. Here we are right at that 6-minute mark. Let's give that a flip. Look at that, some beautiful, beautiful sear. That's what we're looking for. So we'll go ahead, do the same thing now on this side as well. And then we're gonna pull it back over this way, indirect, and finish that guy off. That right there, oh, what a great sear. All right, here we are right after 6 minutes on that side. Beautiful sear, beautiful crust. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off to the indirect side now and let it finish. So if you look at the temperature, we're still sitting right about 450. So even with having that dome open for 12 minutes while we seared, my chef's tip was we caught this temperature on the way up. We held it as it was growing, so it didn't get out of control. Allowed us a little bit of opportunity to sear off, but then kept it dialed in and ready to go. Now we're gonna keep the dome closed and finish this off. My guess is we're probably 10 to 15 minutes now that we're cooking indirect to get everything finished off. And again, we're taking it to 120 degrees. We went ahead and gave it a burp. Let's go ahead and check temperature. And we are sitting right about 115. Let's check this. We're a little bit more on the end, and we're about 115 up there. So I'm gonna let this go for about 2 more minutes. We wanna pull this right at 120, but man, I will tell you what, that looks good. Amazing beef tri-tip off our big green egg. That was fantastic and super easy. If you're looking for something else fantastic and easy, beer can chicken, that video is coming up next.